Anywhere you see them, they are the same people. In America or Antarctica, different faces, same passion. The best, they are Nigerians. Anytime you see us, we always stand out. The happiest, never downcast. Different cultures, same swagger. Above the rest, we are Nigerian. We are one people. Let's pray together. Hope for tomorrow. Let's stand united. And in the future, we'll tell our children we did our best for Nigeria. We're still the best. We are Nigerians. Yes, we are. Still the best. Above the rest. Anywhere you meet us, we are always different. Giants of Africa, we make the difference. Different professions, same resilience. No contest, we are Nigerians. Anywhere you meet us, we never give up. We know the fear face, we know who we are. Different languages, same confidence. Don't test, we are Nigerians. We are one people. Let's pray together. Hope for tomorrow. Let's stand united. And in the future, we'll tell our children we did our best for Nigeria. We're still the best. We are Nigerians.
We are one people. We are still the best. Thank you for joining the African Portal Radio TV International, coming to you live and direct from our studio here in Pretoria, South Africa. Thank you so much for joining us. Keep enjoying this song.
Let's pray together. Hope for tomorrow. Let's stand united. And in the future, we'll tell our children. For Nigeria. Still the best. Let us pray for Nigeria. Let us stand for Nigeria. Let's unite for Nigeria.
Indeed, there is a strength in our unity, and it's happening right here, right now on the African Portal Radio TV on this special day as we are celebrating Democracy Day. Today is June 12th on the African Portal Radio TV International. A lot of things is happening today, and it's coming to you live and direct in our studio here in Pretoria, South Africa. We have a whole lot of things that will be coming up on this program this hour. But firstly, let me congratulate all Nigerians. That happy Democracy Day to all Nigerians, both home and abroad. It's a great day. It's going to be a beautiful time, and we are going to be giving you updates as well. Remember, Nigeria repatriates about 1,000 of their citizens. We have about 1,000 registered, but few of them already been repatriated back to Nigeria. From Wednesday, we followed that story carefully till yesterday morning, and it's already about 14:03 here in Pretoria, South Africa. So we are getting there. We are getting ready for a new day for this broadcast this hour. So kindly join us, share, like, comment, let it go viral. The more you share it, the more you give it opportunity to go viral. But let me use this time to say happy birthday to those born on this special day, June 12th. Engineer Soji Oshoba, Engineer Dr. Soji Oshoba, happy birthday to you. We celebrate this special day with you on the African Portal Radio TV International. It's not a mistake that today is your birthday, so we join family, friends, colleagues, associates to celebrate this special day with you. Wish you long life and prosperity, more money in your account. God bless you. Ekwadweni. Ashodun modu bayi ni shawa, ashodun modu ashoro moro ni shawa ashoro moro. Kókó báyìí náà làrọ̀ tá a lè kẹ́pẹ́ gbọ́pẹ́ ṣe pẹ́kẹ́ tẹ̀lé igbó kùsàkùsà lónìí tí ń ṣe Independence Day. The African Portal adarapọ̀ gbogbo àwọn ènìyàn a sì celebrate yìí pé ẹ kú ọdún ẹ kú ìyèdún àṣẹ ìṣàmọ́dún àṣàmọ́dún ṣẹ̀mí lágbára Èdùmàrè. Remember today as well, we are going to be giving you updates about what is happening in our continent, Africa. South Africa lost to Mexico yesterday, 2-0, 2 red card. That is very disappointing. But Africa, let's unite. We cannot allow the hatred to continue. Let's unite. Let's support Bafana Bafana. They are still part of us, regardless of whatever that happened. Don't let that be a reason why we will hate ourselves. What is uniting us is stronger than what is dividing us. Love is stronger than hatred. Don't let us spread hatred. Let us spread love. Let's show love. We are a loving people. So let's support Bafana Bafana. We give kudos to the players. They try their best. It's just that Mexico is more stronger than them. But I believe Bafana Bafana can do better than what they did yesterday. So let's watch out for the next match. Africa, let's support ourselves. It doesn't matter what is happening within our continent. Let's support ourselves. We don't have another continent. This is the only continent. We are first Africa before we become whatever we become. And what is dividing us is the external forces that doesn't want this continent to move forward. So let's support ourselves. It have no reason why we need to hate ourselves. Let's continue supporting ourselves. That is for Africa. Let's keep on supporting ourselves. Let's keep on showing up for each other. Let's keep on helping, support, and rub each other back. We can do it better. As a South African as well, we are sending this strong message to them. Let's unite. The unity, there is strength in it. We cannot keep on saying the people must go back to their country. This is their continent. This is where they belong. This continent belongs to everyone that live in it. So except if South Africa wants to remove himself out of this continent and move to another continent. But in as much you are still part of this continent, you have no choice. The blacks will continue to living side by side with each other. As South African also will have opportunity to move to other part of Africa. Other part of Africa also have the reason to move to South Africa. If it can work in Europe, why it cannot work in Africa? Those people that is whispering to your ear that you should go out there and protest, those politicians, they are doing it for their own selfish interests. Look at Mackenzie now. He's the Minister of Sport. He was there yesterday. I mean, shaking the players. Imagine somebody now tell him also to fuck off out of the Mexico. How is it going to be feel? I mean, how is it going to look like to him? But you see, he used that to achieve his political ambition. He used Ambe to gain into the position of minister. Now that he's a minister, have you ever seen talking about Ambe anymore? The politicians are using you. Wake up to the reality of this time. Smell the coffee, South Africa. You can do better than what you are doing right now. God bless every one of you joining this broadcast. We are live and direct. I remember on this program, we are going to be having a special campaign for one of our very own, Aderibigbe Surajudeen. We are classmates and is having a very serious health problem that needs our help as Nigerians, as African. And we are going to be doing this program dedicated today, 12 June 2026. We are going to dedicate for him to also campaign, to also get support for him. It need about 40 million naira to do the surgery. So we know Africa, we can do it. Let's rescue this brother. That will be what will be gaining momentum on our space this hour. And we are going to get stories shortly. So keep sharing it, keep talking about it. Let this go viral. The more you share it, the more you give it opportunity to go viral. God bless Africa. Remember, Africa is our business. That is what we do on the daily basis. The African Portal, Africa to the world. Let's go. We can do it. Support ourselves.
Let's stay together.
And at the same time, today also remind me 2009, actually today marked 17 years that my father body was give, we say dust to dust, and it was buried on this day, 2009. It's exactly 17 years ago. And thank you for joining us, everyone joining us. I really appreciate it. From the Samuel Olusegun Oluso Foundation, Samuel Agbeke Olusegun Oluso Foundation, we are saying that may his life, may his soul continue to rest in peace, both of them. So on this day, we remember that Samuel Olusegun Oluso was buried in his hometown in Ijebu-Igbo. This time, 2019. That is one of the things that will be gaining momentum on our space. So let's get to the business of the day. Remember, we have a special program today dedicated to Aderibigbe Surajudee Bolaji. This is a colleague, a friend that is having health issue that we need to raise a support for him. So if you are listening to this broadcast, share it. If you can support him, 40 million naira is needed. So please, be part of this conversation. Share it. Let it go viral. Let's get to the business of the day. Enjoy this. I'm coming.
Nigeria, we are Nigeria. We are one people. One people. We are Nigeria. Oh, for tomorrow. Oh, for tomorrow. We are Nigeria. And in the future, we tell our children. We did our best. But Nigeria, still the best, still the best. We are Nigerians.
Yes, to the best. We are Nigerians. We are celebrating the Independence Day in the country Nigeria today, and also the president of Nigeria, Suajudee Bolaji, released the message this morning to congratulate all Nigerians, and that is what is getting momentum on this space this hour, the African Portal Radio TV International. We celebrate everyone born on this day. We wish them long life and prosperity. God bless those of you joining us. We really appreciate it. Keep sharing it. Let's it go viral. The more you share it, the more you give it opportunity to go viral. We are one Nigeria, and let's celebrate ourselves. Let's respect ourselves. Let's believe in this great continent, Africa. We are one African country. It's not about Nigeria, it's about Africa. We are first Africa before we become whatever we become. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you are Ethiopia, whether you are Zimbabwe, whether you are South Africa, no matter what you are, we are first Africa before we become whatever we become. That is what is coming to you from South Africa, here in Pretoria, South Africa. Keep watching it. We are one Africa. We are the best of Africa, and that is exactly what this song is saying. Let me give you more.
Nigerians, anywhere you meet us, we never give up. We know the fear face, we know who we are. Different languages, same confidence. Don't test, we are Nigerians. We are one people. Let's pray together. Hope for tomorrow. Let's stand united. And in the future, we'll tell our children we did our best for Nigeria. We're still the best. We are Nigerians. We are one people. One people. Let's pray together. Hope for tomorrow. Hope for tomorrow. Let's stand united. And in the future, we'll tell our children. Tell our children. We did our best for Nigeria. For Nigeria. Still the best. Still the best. Still the best. Let us pray. Nigeria.
And at the end, we tell our children that we do our best for this great continent, Africa, beyond Nigeria. Africa is what we promote. Africa, we believe so much in this great continent, Africa. We believe that Africa can be a better place to live. Africa can be a continent where its citizens will stay. They will not run away. They will not run away to extend their die in the Mediterranean. All in the name they are looking for greener pasture. We can make this place a greener pasture as well. So let's African wake up to the reality of the time. Let's use the resources we have in Africa. Let's build a better Africa for all Africans. Let's enjoy this great continent against all the forces against this unity of this continent. Let's come together and build this great continent, Africa. Yes, from that, let's get to the business of the day. For those of you that you are watching us, no matter where you are, remember this program is dedicated to raise a fund for a very dear friend that is having a challenge, a challenge, and is diagnosed with the chronic kidney disease. Chronic kidney disease. Let's hear from him before we get to the business of the day.
Aderibigbe Surajudee Bolaji, FNSC. I went to Ibadan City Academy, 98 sets. On the 31st of March, I went to UCH. They examined me. They now refer me to one center at, what's the name? At Ransom Health Center. So they now diagnosed me of CDK, chronic kidney disease. So I went back to UCH. They read the test, and I said I should go for dialysis. My first dialysis, I spent 250,000 because they gave me 2 pounds of blood. So I did the second one. The third one,
be part of this broadcast to help this brother to also campaign to raise funds for him. So if you joining us, please kindly share this program. This brother need help. He need help. We really need to support him at this time because his health is deteriorating and also he need help to recover. So let me bring the chairman of the 98 set, Aramide Busayo, online with me, joining us via WhatsApp call. Aramide, good afternoon to you, and I really appreciate the effort you are putting together, especially to support a brother and also to take this upon yourself to make sure that you raise funds for a very dear friend. How are you doing this afternoon?
Good afternoon, Mr. Dario Lusa. Good afternoon, the African Portal Radio and TV. Good afternoon, every audience on the platform today. My name is Olubusayo Aramide, and I'm the set coordinator for 1998 set of Ibadan City Academy Old Student Association. And we received the unpleasant news last Saturday. That's about 7 days ago, about our colleagues' brother's health condition. And when we heard that, the feelings I was totally weak. And, we started making consultation, discussion among ourselves, among the set. And, on our own, we knew that is a huge amount of money. And we couldn't cough out that from our end, So we were doing our own bit, and we had to reach out to the African Portal Radio and TV, for more support, to reach out, to people, good nature people, to come to the aid of our dear brother. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for that update. So what is the situation now? Do you by any chance have opportunity to speak to him? How is he feeling now? Because we hear his voice. One of our team, we send our team there on Wednesday to record his voice. How is he feeling now?
Our representatives went to visit him about 2 days ago. And when we got there, we got the updates on the dialysis he had done, about 10 dialysis, and the cost of one visit is 50,000 naira. And then the cost of the transplant itself, which is everything is summing up to about 40 million naira. So this is the updates we got from him, first-hand information, while visiting him on Wednesday.
All right. Thank you for that update. So now, what exactly do you want people to do? What do you need from the people listening to us on this program? Because I don't want you to comment alone from me. I want you to also cry out to Nigerians out there. I believe that we are living in a country and a continent whereby we have a lot of people that also have mercy, that can come out and assist in 40 million naira. It's not too much money. It's a lot of money, but it's not too much money in the pocket of some Nigerians. And I believe that organizations, companies, banks can assist a fellow brother, very intelligent guy. I believe he graduated at one of the university in Nigeria, which is in Ilorin. In Ogbomoso, that is Ladoke Akintola University. So he's a graduate. It's not a non-entity. So we can't lose a person like him because his contribution to the community and to the country. So what exactly do you need from Nigerians?
Yes, what we need from Nigerians, South Africans, and the humanity at large throughout the world is the financial support towards his health recovery, towards this kidney transplant. We need their contributions, financial contributions, significant amount, so that this task can be achieved.
All right. Okay, that is exactly what we are saying, and that is why this program is very important for you to share it to people that really matter. We are raising funds for the health of our very dear brother, that is Aderibigbe Surajudee Bolaji. We got a news I think it's about 7 days ago, according to the chairman of the Old Student Association of the University Academy, and we are saying to the people listening to us that with you coming on board, we can do it. We can raise this 40 million and rescue his life, for him to be able to go through this surgery, and also for him to be able to continue his life and doing his work. And that is exactly what this program is all about. And we are dedicating today for it. Why? Because as we are celebrating the Democracy Day in Nigeria, we are using today as well to also plead to the people of Nigeria. Celebration is going on. We understand that, but this is more important than the celebration, because in a continent whereby we know that things is not easy for average, or let me even say 96% of people, according to the research. But we believe that if you come on board, if you support us, if you also say, yes, you can contribute, no amount of money is too small, no amount of money is too big. We need to raise this money as soon as possible because of his life. We need to get this done. It's not something you need to sit on. It's not something you need to sleep on. It's something that we need to heart like now. And that is why the African Portal dedicated this hour to raise fund and to raise support for this brother of ours. Aramide Busayo, I know you're very busy, but before I let you out of our way, what is message to the colleagues, the friends, and also all student association of Ibadan State Academy? What's your message to them?
Yeah, the message to them, because before now we have equally reached out to the National Ikaosa, and they are trying to assess the situation too, for support. So the message is that we should please keep praying for Suraj, and please keep donating so that we can meet up with this financial condition part of the surgery part, and let's keep praying for his speedy recovery.
All right, exactly the point. So that is exactly what we are raising here right now. So please kindly go out there. I already put the account number into screen, and also the amount that needs to be paid. I already put it on the screen. So please kindly go out there, support these brothers. Let's help him. Let's support him in this time. I know he's going through a lot of pain. I know he's going through a lot of challenges. Please, together we can do it, and that's exactly what is going on right here. Thank you very much, Aderibigbe Busayo, for your time. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, and thank you.
Thank you, the African Portal. Thank you, the whole audience.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, everyone. That is exactly what is gaining momentum here on the African Portal Radio TV International. We are putting this together. I've been speaking to a lot of people behind the outside this broadcast. I've been speaking to some people privately, and I've been talking to people as well, both home and abroad, to please come to rescue of this dear brother. He's going through a lot this time around. Let's stand with him, and let's also be part of the people that we be in the record, that we support him, and also we help him in this time. So according to the information getting to me, I know that this is possible. With everyone coming on board. I was told that it was diagnosed in March, towards the end of March, but the information gets to us 7 days ago, and since then we'll be acting on it. So this is the information, the bank statement, and also the banking details, and also the amount that needs to be contributed. So it's already on the screen. So if you want to contribute, you can do that, or if you want to call him to verify, you can call the number on the screen as well to verify. And also you can also check on our space. We put all the details, information you needed regarding this on our space as well on the African Portal Radio. That is exactly what it is here. Anybody gbogbo àgbáláyé adúpẹ́ pé ọkùnrin ojú òní tì yín, ìbàjẹ́ òní bẹ́ẹ̀ nìkọ̀ọ̀kan wa, ibi òní wọlé ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan wa, ìdààmú òní wọlé ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan wa, lágbára Èdùmàrè ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan wa náà ire báyìí lójú owó rí lámàrí. Onílànà ọjọ́ òmìnira lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà, ọdún òmìnira náà ń ṣe. Òmìnira yìí ṣé kò ti dominira báyìí. Mo wà Nàìjíríà lọ́sẹ̀ tó kọjá, ojú gbà mí tì. Kọ́lọ́ má jẹ́ kí a máa gbé nínú wàhálà àti inú pàkà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Ìbílù gan ṣe rí gan, ẹ̀rọ Ọlọ́run ó bà yín. Ṣómìnira la ní àbómìnira? Kí lè ro tọkàn ti yín? Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ dá sí ètò yìí, ẹ pè wọlé sójú òpó ètò yìí kí ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ ṣe. Ire ayọ̀ àtàláfíà kò ní tán lọ́ọ̀dẹ ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan wa. Òmìnira tá à ń ṣayẹyẹ rẹ̀ lónìí yìí, ṣómìnira ni àbómìnira? Kí lè ro ọkàn tiyín? Tẹ́ bá lómìnira ni ṣá ti gbòmìnira lóòótọ́, àbá ṣe wà lábẹ́ ìdè àwọn òyìnbó. Tó bá jẹ́ àti gbòmìnira lóòótọ́, kí wá ló wá dé táyé wá rí báyìí, bó la ṣe wá ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ wá rí bó ṣe rí yìí. Ìlú ò tẹ̀síwájú, ìlú ò tẹ̀síwájú. Mo rántí orin kan tí bàbá mi máa ń play láyé ìjọ́, tí olórin kan kọ́lọ̀ kó fọ̀rùn kẹ́ bàbá náà, wọ́n ní pé ìlú òkúnkún lé àwọn ará bí ní ẹbí. Ìgbà tí bàbá gan kọrin, ìlú ò tí ì lé gbà wọn mọ̀ pé àwọn ṣe ọmọ pé preamble làwọn wà, pé àwọn ṣì ń jọ́ọ̀gì ni. Tán bá wo ayé ìgbà, tán bá wò sí nǹkan táyé wà nísìnyí, tán pé bàbá gan wà láyé, wọ́n mọ̀ pé nǹkan ó ti kì í ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ràgó báyìí. Bàbá Ayẹwà mo celebrate wọn. Àná náà ni birthday bàbá Ayẹwà, 11 June ni bàbá Ayẹwà. Bàbá Ayẹwà ní pé amọ̀nà tètè wá, amọ̀nà tètè máa bọ̀, ayé ń dàrú lọ. Ayé ò tiẹ̀ tí máa dàrú nígbà tí bàbá Ayẹwà kọrin òun ní 1984. Nísìnyí ayé ti kọjá àdàrú. Tó bá rí nǹkan míì tán lè pè é. Bàbá Ayẹwà ó dà pé ẹ ṣe remix orin tẹ́ kọ́ ń gbà, ó dà pé ẹ tún ṣe remix ẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ jáde. Torí ibi tí ayé wa ń lọ báyìí kò tiẹ̀ wá yé ni mọ́. Àwọn èèyàn ń jáde, inú wọn ń dùn pé à ń ṣe òmìnira gbòmìnira. Ọjọ́ náà rèé bí àná yìí tí gbogbo èèyàn ń pariwo pé Abíọ́lá ló wọlé, Abíọ́lá ló wọlé, Abíọ́lá. June 12 ní 1993 àwa náà wà ń bẹ, àìṣọmọdé ń gbà. Ẹ wá wo bí ayé wa dé báyìí, ẹ wá wo bí ayé doríkọ, ẹ wá wo bí gbogbo ẹ ṣe dàrú. Ẹ wo Áfíríkà, ìjà lónìí, ìjà lọ́hùn, ogun níyì, ogun lọ́tùn, ogun lósì. Ilé ó máa ní máa lọ, èèyàn náà máa ní máa lọ, tọ̀wọ́n máa ní máa lọ. Ibo la fẹ́ bàdé? Báwo la yẹ Áfíríkà ṣe wá rí báyìí? Ta ló ń ṣe wá? Ibo logun wa ti wá? Ṣé pè ní ṣàṣàṣì ni? Àbí nǹkan kan ló ti tẹ̀ wá ni? Àbí nígbà tí Ọlọ́run gan tó mú Ádámù àti Éfà tó lé wọn kúrò nínú ọgbà, àbóyọ àwọn aláwọ̀ funfun, àbóyọ wọn kúrò nínú èpè tó ṣẹ́ fún ègún tó gélé wọn lórí, àbóyọ wọn kúrò tó jẹ́ pé àwọn dúdú nìkan ló fi sínú ègún, torí yóò fẹ́ dàbí pé ègún gbà wọn, àwa gangan lè ègún fẹ́ lè máa jà jù. Bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe ń fojú wo ni o, ìmọ̀ èrò ọkàn titi yín o. Ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo tó bá wù kó jẹ́, kí lè èrò ọkàn ti yín nípa òmìnira lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà? Kí sì ni èrò ọkàn ti yín nípa ọjọ́ òní, June 12 ní ọjọ́ òní lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n ń ṣe ayẹyẹ òmìnira? Kí lè èrò ọkàn ti yín, ṣómìnira ni àbómìnira? Ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́, ẹ jẹ́ a jọ sọ, ẹ jẹ́ a jọ ṣe. Ẹ pè mí sójú òpó +2784248384. Òmìnira tá a gbà yìí, ṣé a gbà lọ́nà tó tọ́, àbá fìjàgbá? Ṣá tá a bá fìjàgbá, ṣé kì í ṣe pé àwọn tó gbé fún wa gan wọ́n faṣọ bò wá lójú, wọn lọ gbé nǹkan míì lé wa lọ́wọ́? Ṣé wọ́n ti pa Sátidé gbàdá ìtàn? Ṣé wọ́n ti gba Sátidé lọ́wọ́ wa tán, ti gbé Sunday lé wa lọ́wọ́, àbí wọ́n ti gba kájà ìdí pé Sunday ni kò bá dáa, wọ́n ti gba Monday lọ́wọ́ wa, wọ́n ti gbé Sátidé lé wa lọ́wọ́? Kọ́lọ́n kó ṣàánú ayé, kó ṣàánú wa, kó ṣàánú orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Kọ́lọ́n má jẹ́ kí òmìnira yìí kó dojúrú. Ọ̀rọ̀ kan jà rìnrìn lórí social media lórí Davido nígbà tí ó lọ kọrin nígbà tí wọ́n ń ṣí World Cup tí wọ́n ń gbá ní orílẹ̀-èdè Mexico, Canada àti America. Ó wà lára àwọn olórin tí wọ́n kọrin níbẹ̀. Nígbà tó wọrí stage tí ó kọrin ni wọ́n rí pé àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n kidnap ní Nàìjíríà tán kidnap nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tí wọ́n gbé wọn ní Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́, orúkọ gba àwọn ọmọ yìí ló fi sínú aṣọ tó wọ̀, aṣọ olówó oríbíye tó wọ̀, orúkọ wọn àti fọ́tò wọn ló gbé sẹ́yìn tó sì sọ pé kí ìjọba kó dìde. Àwọn èèyàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́tún lósì. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n gba ìpè yìí. Ìkan lára àwọn aṣíwájú ní orílẹ̀-èdè wa ló ń pè mí wọlé yìí. Ìkan lára àwọn èèyàn tó gbàgbọ́ nípa orílẹ̀-èdè wa. Thank you very much. This is Honorable Tuji Omotola. We are live on the African Portal as we are celebrating June 12th. I'm not sure if you are calling in regarding that. I'm not sure if it's possible for me to put you on this call to address Nigeria. If possible, I can put the speaker on, but I see you're calling. So let's see if...
Happy June 12th to you. Happy Democracy Day. 27 years ago, we had a gentleman called Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, who was sworn in as our president, the first in the Fourth Republic. He's still alive, thankfully. So we celebrate him. He's about 90. He will turn 90 next year, officially.
Thank you very much, Honorable Tuji Omotola, for calling. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. You are one of the people that are so concerned about the growth of Africa and the speed that this continent is, especially Nigeria. Looking at Nigeria as a country, I mean, the speed we are growing is very slow. As we are celebrating the Independence Day today, I mean, Democracy Day today, pardon me, Democracy Day today, do we really... can we say that we have this democracy, or we still need to go back and redefine what democracy is all about, or we still need to come up with an idea of our own democracy? What's your view about this democracy?
Look, I've always said, and I want to quote Kofi Annan, the only black man who has been United Nations Secretary General, and he said that there will be no peace and security without sustainable development, and there will be no sustainable development without peace and security. And this must be predicated on two pillars: respect for human rights and the rule of law. So if you look at Nigeria, we say we elect our leaders every 4 years, and those leaders sometimes they go again for another 4 years. Then when they finish 8 years as in the executive, they cross to the legislature and become senators. Some of them do not, like Oshiomole, Daniel, and so on. They come back, they keep coming back, Ojikalu and all these people. I call them these characters because there are about 109 senators and 360 National House of Representatives across the 36 states. So already you have about 469 odd people in the National Assembly. Now, when you look at these 469 odd people that get paid a lot of money, especially allowances, you ask yourself, what are they doing for the people? These are the ones who are directly elected by people in a district, if you like, a senatorial zone. You have 3 senators per state. Every state in Nigeria produces 3 senators and 1 from Abuja. 1 senator, that's Ireti Kingibe. from Labour Party. I think they've gone to ADC. So when you look at those 469, how many of them do you have their numbers? I challenge you to share the numbers of about a dozen of them in the lower house and maybe 3 or 4 in the upper. So they're like ghosts. They're very aloof. The people can't access them. And, you know, some of them are really doing a good job, like Senator Udwaga, Natasha Akpoti Udwaga. She's doing a very good job. And some of them are doing a good job. But what I'm saying is that, is democracy really in place where you can access people who are representing you? So that's one point. Access to these people is very difficult. They're very far removed from the reality of the ordinary Nigerian. They don't enter bus. They don't enter Okada. They don't live among the people. They are living in Abuja. And when they go to the village, they probably move with the convoy and all of that. So they're far removed. But the reality is that even the elections themselves, are they free and fair? For democracy to make, they said elections alone do not make a democracy. Elections alone do not a democracy make. You have to have a free press. Do we have a free press? Can you insult a public official in Nigeria and not get arrested? Is that possible? Are people's rights protected? I told you about what Kofi Annan said. Respect for human rights and the rule of law. So many people's rights are violated. People are kidnapped and kept away from their families. Is that possible in a true democracy? That people will be kidnapped and they cannot be found, and they're inside the territory of the republic. So these are the things that we have to ask ourselves. There's no security. The economy is in doldrum, because I said to you about development, sustainable development, people getting access to water, to security, to good roads, to libraries, to parks, to healthcare, and so on. These are what they call the sustainable development, food security, shelter, and all of that. So if we don't have those things in place, what we're practicing is a pseudo-democracy where we're having the elections, but people say it's not free and fair, and the victor they declare for the victor at 4 in the morning, and they swear the victor in, and then, everything is given endorsement by some neighboring countries. Maybe the AU will recognize, or South Africa, and they will come to the inauguration, and the next 4 years, the cycle continues. So I suspect that Nigeria is not really a democracy. In fact, Nigeria operates like a tyranny, like a totalitarian.
Honorable Tolas, please kindly pause. People are requesting that I put you on the live. Do you mind I send you the link for you to connect with us in the studio?
No, I want to be on this. I don't want to go live. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
You've got to record me, and people have to listen, because what I'm sharing with you is very powerful. It's not about the platform. If they can't hear me properly, then they will hear me because you're recording what I'm saying.
Yes.
What I'm saying is that we are a tyranny of the few ruling the majority. And the majority is screaming crumbs. They're eating crumbs. They get up at 3 in the morning to go to work on the other side of town. There's no proper public transport. If they were to be in an accident, there will be no ambulance that will be able to come there. There's no air ambulance to come there. If it's in South Africa, if there's any mishap, if there's any cops, any accident, the ambulance will go there straight away, isn't it? Isn't it?
Indeed.
But in Nigeria, even with Anthony Joshua, we saw the way they brought him out of the car after an accident that took the lives of his friends. Very successful Nigerian in diaspora, almost slaughtered like a chicken. So there is no democracy in Nigeria. Let us not deceive ourselves. I just gave you the example of the National Assembly, where we have 469 members. And those members are well paid, they're well resourced, they get car allowance, housing, everything. But their constituents are suffering. Their constituents don't have access to water. They don't have access to electricity. They don't have landlines. Their constituents are suffering. And their constituents are jackpying. And their constituents are also, some of them are being repatriated back to Nigeria from South Africa on the eve of our 77 years of democracy. Isn't that a real unfortunate story?
Mm,
The
indeed.
people are being chased away. In another African country, there's a member of the AU with us, a member of the United Nations, a member of even BRICS. Nigeria is now a member of BRICS. And yet South Africa, they allow us to, for the second time, to say we're taking our folks away for threats, whatever threats in terms of fear for their safety and all of that. And we are also doing it happily because we have no other thing to use as leverage to challenge South Africa except for saying we'll go and nationalize a business that is legitimate. So there is a lot of soul searching that the ordinary Nigerian has to do, not just the people at the top. Each Nigerian has to ask themselves, what contribution are they making to freedom in Nigeria, human rights, gender balance? There are very few women in our politics. That's why it is militarized. It is winner takes all, and it's catch and carry, go, snatch it, grab it, and run with it.
Wow. Are you still there, Honorable?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, yes, but you know the painful part of it is that we have all the resources, we have all what it takes to make that country one of the best.
It's not about resources. Look, let me say something. I always say that don't pray for money if you don't have wisdom. You understand? Look at America. Nobody's interested in going there. Nobody. I stopped going to America just after September 11, 2001, when they said I should remove my belt and they were searching us. I said I will never come back to this place. There's nothing in America for me. So what I'm saying is that when you look at Nigeria, it's not about resources. It's about our way of life. You understand? It's not resource. It's not about what you have. Yeah? It's how you live. Look, when we were young, if you were a teacher or a nurse, even a teacher, there was so much dignity in labor. Even an electrician, a plumber, if you're good, a mechanic. Now everybody wants to be on social media, be an influencer, and be wearing Gucci, Balenciaga. People dress the same. They have the same beard and all the people are not individual anymore. Everybody wants to be on social media, LinkedIn, everything at the same time. How do you manage it? Some of us have been victims of this same thing. So we've wisened up. We've seen that the only thing that matters now is what you can produce on your own, you as an individual. You understand? Independence must be when you're free from labels and you're free from being a consumer. You just eat. You don't produce anything. You can't even produce an egg. And to produce an egg, you got to have chickens, right? That will lay the eggs. You have nothing. There's nothing you produce, and you tell me that you're free. How can you be free when you produce nothing? You have no value to the ecosystem except to consume everything. And that's what I worry about with Nigerians. I'm not worried about the fact that we have resources. So many countries in Africa are rich in resources. In fact, God is the cleverest. God will give resources in quantum to countries that have massive populations and diversity, isn't it? You don't see poor countries. You don't see a country of 2 million having all the resources in the world. No, it wouldn't be. They wouldn't need it. So God doesn't give you too much of what you don't need. But if you look at Europe, they don't even have much, but they came to Africa to steal all our stuff because we were busy watching mangoes land on us, coconuts and banana. Everything's here. So we know that Africa is blessed. What we're saying is that what's the way of life of the ordinary African? What do we produce? Where's our product on the shelves? How many companies in Nigeria have a market capitalization of $10 billion? They're very few. You can count them on one hand. Compared to South Africa, the Sanlams, all these huge companies, Standard Bank, MTN. You understand? So Nigeria needs to produce. We're not producing anything. We don't produce players. We don't produce football. We don't produce tennis ball. We don't produce rackets. We don't produce pens. We don't produce phones. We produce nothing.
All right.
We import everything.
At this point, what is your advice as we are celebrating this Democracy Day? What is your advice to the leaders in Nigeria? What is your advice to Nigerians?
No, the advice is simple. If you don't produce anything, you're a criminal. That's the advice. If you're not producing anything, you're a criminal. That's how I look at life now.
So if you are just consuming, you are not producing.
If you are buying toilet roll, toothpaste with Vaseline and everything, Elubo and so on, pounded yam, everything, egusi, onubu and all these things, and you are buying food, data, everything, you are buying underwear, everything, and you are buying champagne, and you are buying biscuits every day, and you produce nothing, you're a criminal. Yes. And when I say criminal, not in the negative sense, I'm saying you are not adding any value.
And God didn't want that. He doesn't want us to be a consumer. He wants us to produce.
We ask ourselves as Africans, what do we produce? We like phone, best phone, iPhone. But Apple is owned by a white man. And black people, we want to die when they bring a new phone. Go to Apple store, iStore, I want to die there. It's not fair. Samsung, all these brands, Mercedes and so on, Porsche, Range Rover, Gulfstream, jets, boats, everything, pens, watches. We want to wear the best one, but we cannot produce even a torchlight. There must be a day when we say we don't want to use other people's things. We have engineers, we have all these creative people, and we have the science people who did maths and science engineering, but they're producing nothing. At least there's somebody I know here that is producing Zobo. He's an engineer, and you know the person I'm talking about, right? Yeah, he's producing something. That's a human being that we can spend a lot of time with. Not somebody who's just going to a spa and eating everything on the shelf there. In fact, another thing is, if you can't then produce, why not supply? Why not supply? Abi?
Exactly.
You can supply, so we can be suppliers of products. Instead of just eating everything that comes our way, having nothing to supply. So you can be in the value chain if you're afraid to produce, because production requires a lot of risk. So you can supply. So demand, supply, demand and supply, isn't it? We always demand it. Human being, we want everything, even soap, biscuit, egg, fish, cake. We want flour. We want everything at the same time. We're so greedy, but we don't produce nothing, especially in Africa. All these aircraft that are fetching Nigerians, Ghanaians, and so on, we don't produce aircraft.
Even the cars.
No, look, cars we produce cars, but we don't even buy the cars we produce like innocent. We're not buying innocent cars. We're not ready to lead. It's a curse on us as Africans that we don't like our own thing. Made in Nigeria, made in Ghana, Alata Samina, Onubu, N40 and so on. We rather go and promote calamari and all these things that we don't know much about. But our own N40 and Robo and Abalumo and so on, Atakara, we'll leave it with Ojojo, we'll leave it so Mokodu and so on, Dombolo. We'll put it aside. We start looking for Ndocha's food, Mulungu's food, which is expensive because, Ndocha, they don't sell cheap food. And we have Magunya, everything. We will not promote our Magunya, but we're looking for donut all about. So we're not serious. So this Democracy Day, we want to remember those who died for this democracy. The people who are sitting in office now, not many of them sacrificed. Maybe a few, Shehu Sani and the president and so on. But this democracy, those who died for it, Chief MKO Abiola, his wife Alaja Kudirat Abiola, Chief Mrs. Bisoye Sejosho, Chief Alfred Rewani, the people who were killed by the Abacha government, people even Ken Saro-Wiwa, who was murdered in 1995 on the 10th of November. We want to thank them for their sacrifice, and we want to remember them on a day like this, because if not for their sacrifice, there will be no democracy, even in the form that this flawed form that we are hobbling along with.
Wow, thank you very much, Honorable Adetujo Motola. You are the founder of 12 Disciple, and also you are also the founder of the Jollof War. And what do you have for our people for this year, 2026? Because we already spent about 5
Look, we're going
months.
to do things bigger now. Jollof is a small section of our food, and you know rice is not our staple. So we want to move up a notch. So we're going to promote our own food, as is. You know, Nigeria has 500 languages, 350 ethnic groups. We're very diverse. And we have all the, as you said earlier, we have all the resources. We have lakes, we have rivers, we have oceans, we have mountains, Olumo, we have the Kainji, we have the Mambila Plateau, we have Jos Plateau, we have Benue Plateau, we have everything. But what we have not been able to do is to tell our own story eloquently. So we're going to promote the Nigerian Food Festival. So our food from across the Bibio to the Isoko people, to the Hausa people, the Tuo Masara, and so on. We are going to promote Nigeria through food. We're very proud to be associated with Nigerian food, and we're global in our ambitions. So Nigerian Food Festival is going to happen this year for the very first time in Johannesburg. So Jollof will just be a sideshow there. We're going to showcase our food, and we're going to eat with our hands, and we're going to sit on the floor, as they do in some communities, and we're going to listen to our music from Dan Maraya Jos to Aruna Ishola to Fela Kuti and Sonia Day and many more.
All right. Thank you very much, Honorable Adetujo Motola, for that information that you also dropped for us to let us know that it's coming up. And that is going to be a great one, having Nigeria Food Festival here in Johannesburg. So watch out for it. The preparation is on, and we are getting to it.
We're going to tie it to December, around 30 December. So people, we don't want them to go and spend too much money in Lagos. We're bringing Lagos to Johannesburg. So we're bringing Niger to Johannesburg. Niger Miss Jersey.
But I'm worried about the information circulating in South Africa that the foreigners, the other people.
Don't worry. Those who are saying that foreigners should go, with the fullness of time, when we behave ourselves and we promote our country and we integrate, because I say something, and I must share this with you. Why is it that our people, not just Nigerians, Kenyans, Ghanaians, when they go to America or Canada or the UK, not only are they always mostly law-abiding, but they try and integrate. They try and get their indefinite leave to remain. They try and get their social security number in the US. They try and get their state ID. They try and get their driver's license, and they try and get their green card. Why must they drop the bar when they're in an African country? And remember, how we got here was because of the Kukompo saga. The Kukompo saga brought us to where we are, where there's now saying a section of South Africans are now going around and saying, go and fix your country where? Nah. So we begin to build together. We're Africans. We mustn't let the noise. If you don't watch television, you will think that you're in another country. Sometimes too much exposure to news is not good for us. Not everything is good for us. Yes, if it's negative news, it can never be good for you. Psychologically, every day you hear about deaths in Iran, in Lebanon, you hear about xenophobic attacks even in 2 hours away from Durban and so on. I've forgotten Escort. So many places, Mosul Bay, the one that had the young South African, who is apparently from Limpopo, who was unalived in that part of the country. It's not even in Gauteng. So this noise is especially the rhetoric by some opposition party leaders. And this rhetoric has been going on for some time. And sadly, because we're not organized as African people, we have not been able to bring a class legal action against the perpetrators of this kind of hate speech. After all, and what you also find is that as we speak about all these threats, the South African Human Rights Commission, I think they have received about 28,000 signatures to shut it down. We should be concerned about this broader institutional xenophobia that is being building up. Unfortunately, there's a link between all the things that are happening. Look at the Malanga Commission, Look, the things are being unearthed in the police and even at the highest levels of government, some officials of government. It's not easy what we're going through in South Africa. It reminds me of the July riots when the former president had issues and all of that, and he was done for contempt of court by the Constitutional Court. So we're almost like gone back 5 years to 2021.
All right.
Where things were really, really bad. I remember 300 and something people died in that July riot. So what we have to pray for is for political leaders in South Africa and even the leaders of some of these organizations to appreciate that these things have happened elsewhere before. It would never build a country by chasing people away. Ghana was not built in '69. They chased people away. Nigeria chased people away in 1982. It didn't mean that Nigeria now became like Dubai. After 1982, what happened? There was a coup. Buhari came to power in December 1983. In Ghana, Achampong came to power, I think, in 1972 or 1971, a military guy, because the government that imposed the exodus on Africans in Ghana was a civilian government, the Buzia government, in 1969. The government that imposed Ghana must go was Shagari government, a civilian government. The government of Cyril Ramaphosa is a civilian government. But when you do not give people the dividends of democracy, is Democracy Day in Nigeria today. What are people celebrating today, June 12, 2026? How many years ago did Abiola die? 1998, Abiola died. It's going to be 20 years. It's even more than 20 years, actually. It's 2000 to 26 years. So Abiola died 28 years ago. On a day like this, that is 28 years after Abiola died, because Abiola died July 7th. Why is it that the picture of Abiola is not even being put on our statuses? Why are we like this? This is why I said to you that it's not about resources. You can have money and still be a problem.
Okay,
Do you understand?
Honorable Motola, I guess we need to pause here because of our time. I really appreciate your contribution on this day as Nigerians celebrating their Democracy Day. And also we have a special program where we are raising funds for a very dear friend. That his name is Surajudeen Aderibigbe Bolaji. He was diagnosed with a chronic cancer. He need about 40 million naira to treat himself. And
Where is he?
He's a colleague, he's a mate, he's a colleague, and also we put it upon ourselves to raise funds for him today, and that is what is gaining momentum on our space. I will also send it to you as well in case you have people that you can send it to that can assist. So his life is under a threat right now. His health is not doing fine, so we need an assistance for him as well, and that is what is gaining momentum on our space. But because of our time, I really thank you for coming out to be part of this conversation on this day. Thank you so much. Every year you always contribute your time to this broadcast to make sure that you also support what we are doing as African Pot, and I appreciate all your encouragement and your support as well. Thank you for your time, and do have a very good day.
Keep it up. We need you. Keep doing what you're doing. Africa needs you.
Thank you so much.
And today is a special day. We remember Chief Moshood Kashima Olawale Abiola, who died in prison after 5 years of incarceration by the military regime of Sani Abacha, General Sani Abacha, the maximum dictator. I thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. God bless you.
You're welcome.
All right, everyone. This is where we're going to be drawing the curtain. Remember that this program is not only for the Independence Day alone. This broadcast is also to remember one of our very own that is in need right now. We need to raise about 40 million naira to support him, and that is exactly what is gaining momentum on our space. So if you want to be part of this, kindly call the number on the screen. Is account number The details and everything is already on the screen. So please, calling on everyone that can assist. It doesn't matter whether you are in Nigeria, you are in Zimbabwe, you are in Ghana, you are in Ethiopia. It doesn't matter where you are. His account number is on the screen. Please, let's support Aderibigbe Surajudee Bolaji. He was diagnosed, I think, towards the end of March with chronic cancer. Chronic kidney disease. So, and that is what is gaining momentum as we are celebrating the Democracy Day in Nigeria, and we put upon ourselves to dedicate today to a fellow brother, a colleague, and also a friend. So please share this program. Let it go viral. The more you share it, the more you give it opportunity to go viral. Keep well. Thank you very much, Africa. Thank you for listening to the African Portal. Keep watching the African Portal.
We are Nigeria.